The Patriots are back at practice today, and back here with me is John Sapochetti. John, thanks for joining me.
Great to be here, Megan. Let's
get right into this Super Bowl preview. The Patriots are set to face the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that they haven't seen since December of 2015. It's been quite a while, but a really interesting report in today's Boston Herald from Jeff Howe, first off, about how they don't know this Eagles team that well, but what they do know is this offense that they run, which looks very similar to the Chiefs.
Absolutely, because Doug Peterson, the head coach at Philadelphia, is in his second year with the Eagles. He was an understudy under Andy Reid with the Kansas City Chiefs, so his offense looks a lot like Kansas City's offense. They've got that read pass option, which Carolina also uses to some degree. And we remember back in September when Kansas City and Carolina gave the Patriots a lot of problems. They've tidied up their defense, but I think that's going to be a concern going forward because the Eagles offensively looked spectacular last week against a really good Minnesota defense. So on that side of the ball, you know, being buttoned up and being able to make those quick decisions on defense that you have to when you face a read pass option, that's going to be imperative for the Patriots to succeed on Super Bowl 52.
Nick Foles. What are we supposed to make of him? Because you ask the Patriots in the locker room and they say he's gotten them here.
Yep.
And he's, you know, after Wentz went down with that really unfortunate injury, and he's proven that in playoffs, in the big game, he's stepped up.
You go back to 2013, he had a 27-2 touchdown interception ratio, which is exceptional.
Yeah.
Those are numbers you'll see Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers put up. And he was able to do that in 2013. So, personally, if you're just a football fan, you would have preferred to see Carson Wentz.
An extraordinary talent and really fun.
That would have been a spectacular matchup. But Nick Foles, he's taking care of the football. That's the important thing. They have balance on offense. They can run the football. They've got some nice, talented people on the outside. And Zach Ertz, their tight end, is going to be a major matchup for the Patriots. That's a matchup you can look forward to, Zach Ertz against Patrick Chung. That can tell a lot what happens on Super Bowl Sunday.
If the Patriots don't have Gronk, obviously they haven't had Edelman all season, and they don't have Gronk, what weapons does that leave for Brady, and where does that put their offense?
It's going to be difficult because against this Philadelphia defense, Brady's going to get rid of the ball quickly. They have probably the most talented, deep defensive line in football. They rotate 7, 8 players. They had 7 players this year with 400 snaps, so they are tremendously deep along that defensive line, and we're talking high-end talent. You need Gronk because you get rid of the ball to Gronk quickly. He can be a matchup nightmare for anyone. And then it's also going to bring in what James White does and Dion Lewis does and Rex Burkhead does coming out of the backfield, because we know that Brady loves to throw to the backs. He just gets rid of the ball quicker than any other quarterback. He's going to have to on Super Bowl Sunday, because that's a matchup that I think favors the Eagles, their defensive line against the Patriots' offensive line, especially in the interior where the Patriots' interior offensive line is kind of smallish by NFL standards, and the Eagles are so deep up front that they can continue to rotate those defensive linemen. Go back to the last 2 Super Bowl wins. The Seahawks ran out of steam at the end of Super Bowl 49. The Falcons ran out of steam at the end of Super Bowl 51. The Eagles aren't going to run out of steam because they do rotate 7, 8 defensive linemen. That could be a big factor.
Interesting, because if you look at that Jags game, it really looked like the Patriots once again just exhausted the other team.
Exactly.
Broke their spirit.
Yep. Yeah, Marcel Darius was, had to leave, looked like he needed fluids. Miles Jack looked like he was out of energy.
Right.
And sometimes stress leads to that. But that depth on that Philadelphia defensive line, that would scare me from the Patriots. That's the big matchup when the Patriots have the football. If Brady doesn't have time, there's going to be problems.